And now, ladies and gentlemen, the judges are ready.
I want to remind people just how badass I am.
An electric atmosphere. Garcia. Duarte. Here we go. Round one. Garcia in the blues. Duarte in the white.
You can expect Duarte to be aiming at the chest and the midsection of Ryan Garcia, and of course you can expect the speed and that floppy jab coming from Ryan Garcia.
Great body shot by Ryan Garcia.
This crowd already in full voice. Surprisingly, Duarte has a lot of fans here tonight.
That was a big left hook by Duarte. He throws that right hand to the chest just to get you stationary. And throw that left hook around the guard right there. Ryan Garcia needs to be very sharp and not get hit by that.
And listen, Sergio, the number one question after a fighter loses, what's your mental like? The flashing jab that we saw when Ryan first came out, he's got to get back to that. When you see him waver from things, you can definitely bet that the mental may not be firing the way it should be.
For 23 fights, we saw that Ryan's good at dishing it out. But against Tank Davis, he showed he wasn't so good at taking it. He's going to have to deal with a lot of body shots from Duarte.
There's something to remember about Duarte. He is a pressure fighter, but he doesn't throw as he's coming in. He waits till his opponent gets stationary. He can't do that against Ryan Garcia. He's got to throw punches as he's trying to get inside.
Yeah, the thing about Duarte, he needs to see that punch. He won't throw it if he doesn't see it. He took advantage right there, but if he doesn't see it, he won't throw it.
Constant movement from King Ryan. Good left uppercut. Duarte's putting his head down and coming in like a bull.
That punch gonna be that uppercut. I told Ryan Garcia and Derek James, is that gonna be the punch you're looking for? They kind of smiled, but I knew that's their game plan.
Why is the uppercut so important in this fight?
Because if you notice, Duarte's elbows are a little bit wide. I mean, it covers all his torso, but there's a line down the middle where his chin does get exposed.
Yeah, he'll squat down, he'll dip down, but when he dips down, the elbows open up. There's opening right there for the uppercut.
Mixed emotions from this capacity crowd.
Ryan has to be content with this right here. Move, jab, move, uppercut here and there. Just touch Duarte. Let the rounds go. Bank them rounds. Don't try to go for it all at one time.
Absolutely. There's that uppercut, and they're back on the back foot with that snappy jab. I would like to see him go counterclockwise now. He's been going the same way. Go the other direction.
Right there's the uppercut. He's going to be looking for that punch. The lead hand is going to work better than the right hand because the lead hand won't leave him open and susceptible for a counter.
Sean, I always find it interesting when fighters stand in the corner. That's atypical for Ryan Garcia. What do you make of it?
Atypical. I think he needs to warm up, and I think he wants to continue to stay hot and heavy and ready for this fight. Sometimes when you sit down, you might relax. I don't think he wants to relax.
No one in this building is relaxed right now. At full voice. Right hand from Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan Garcia is known for the jab and the hooks, of course, but it's going to be hard to land hooks off the body of Duarte because he has wide shoulders and he keeps his chin tucked. It's just going to ricochet off his shoulders and the top of his head and gloves. So right now, like you said, Sean, he should be content with just touching the glove, touching the jab.
Absolutely. Yep. And Sergio, we call it high chest. So what should he be doing now? The first thing you flash the fast jab. This round, feint, then throw the jab.
Yeah, you know what? I noticed a couple of feints that Garcia was doing earlier in the first round. That's something I didn't see before out of him. So they worked on that.
I wasn't the count.
Duarte said, I don't respect Ryan that much, but I do respect his speed and power. But he said, listen, Garcia has no heart and he's a quitter. I'll expose him. Back to left.
You talk about solving the puzzle of Ryan Garcia. One thing he does, he pulls straight back, and that right hand lowers when he pulls back. That's why that left hook landed.
He also catches himself, Sean, out of position at times when he throws that hook. You saw the first knockdown against Gervonta Davis came after Ryan missed with a shot.
The crowd roars every time Duarte touches Rubber's punch.
And that alone is stopping Duarte from using his offense.
Day of reckoning coming your way, December 23rd. An unbelievably stacked card. Anthony Joshua taking on Otto Wallen and Deontay Wilder facing Joseph Parker. This is not to be missed. Live from Saudi Arabia.
What we got here, look at this, the pull back, hand down, sweeping left hook over the chin of Ryan Garcia. Those are mistakes that he cannot afford to make. They should have been fixed. After a big loss against Tank Davis, you fix mistakes like that.
That sweeping hook, we call that the Luke Campbell, this time from an orthodox position. Luke Campbell at southpaw caught Ryan with one of those shots, put him down a couple of years back.
That punch was 1 inch short from being more devastating.
Duarte, who's still trying to corral Garcia.
There you go. See, now he's stabbing him to the body. That's what's going to do it.
Both of these fighters, incredible body punchers.
Two things that are going to wear Ryan down. Being in his face just like this, just stalking him. That's going to wear him down physically and mentally. And then the body work that he's applying now, Duarte that is going to wear down Ryan Garcia.
Duarte's not really throwing a lot of shots right now. You know, he's taking his power shots. So he's not giving Ryan Garcia a chance to actually counter anything, which is also a little bit draining mentally.
It's because it's one thing to be aggressive and throw a lot of punches against Alex Martin and D'Angelo Keys. It's quite another thing to do it against the guy with the kind of reflexes of Ryan Garcia.
Yep, you see the reflexes, you see the speed. It kind of keeps you a little bit more at bay.
I like that angle by Duarte. I've never seen that before. He caught an angle on Ryan Garcia, threw a left hook from there.
One thing about Tank Davis, he is the most powerful counterpuncher in boxing today. So Tank Davis is on a special level.
This is where Ryan doesn't want to be. Get back on the move. Don't get complacent at any point against Oscar Duarte. It won't be good.
See, Sean, there was a missed opportunity, I thought.
Absolutely.
Duarte. He's in the corner. He's got Ryan Garcia there, and he's not letting his hands go.
The reason he's not letting his hands go is because Ryan's leaning back, aiming on his shoulder. So right there is where Duarte should be just aiming at the elbows or forearms and the side of the body. Hit anything.
Listen, I think the number one game plan for Oscar Duarte is to make Ryan Garcia uncomfortable. That means hitting him everywhere often until you get warned and you're told not to do it anymore.
Listen, I need you to land that right hand. But before you throw that right hand, you gotta get on the inside. Then go over the top. Listen. It has to be curved, that right hand.
Right here, we get an overhand right coming right over the jab hand of Ryan. He cannot get complacent. He cannot relax. If he does, he's gonna allow Duarte to get off on him. Right at the end of this round, we get a left hook and a right hand from Ryan Garcia. That's all he needs to do. Just keep working like that. Find openings and don't force it.
So good for Garcia, who's constantly moving to avoid Duarte's pressure.
So far, very good on Ryan Garcia's part. He's following the game plan, staying patient, staying diligent behind that jab, but not really putting much behind it. He's alternating his speed and his power.
Nice body work from Duarte. He's got Ryan in the corner. Turns back to Duarte, which is why he's continuing to get me hit there.
That should be a warning for Ryan for turning his back. Not for Duarte aiming there.
I disagree. I think Duarte, that's twice now. He's aiming the back of the head.
It's like it's a weird angle that's happening right there in the heat of the battle, in the moment. Those are things that, as a fighter, you really can't make that adjustment.
You can't turn your back. You're a fighter. So if Ryan Garcia is turning himself sideways, just showing his back, then what are you going to hit? You have to hit the shoulders.
And listen, bottom line, we just saw a hard warning, and we know that Ryan Garcia is smart. Look for him to continue to make that move to get those points taken and possibly the DQ. Yeah, they really do jump on you, huh, Sergio?
I love how Ryan Garcia, when he throws that jab, he steps back looking to counter with the right hand or the right uppercut. He's not committing to that jab.
See, if you're Oscar Duarte, you've got to throw here. Like, these are the situations where you've got to throw 6, 7, 8 punch combinations. You can't just follow Ryan Garcia into the corner and do nothing.
But right there, that's what he should just dig in the body, dig in the ribs.
Now that overhand right, Duarte's been warned, so if he continues to do it, you understand what your opponent's doing. You have to make an adjustment to it.
And the reason Duarte's not letting go and unleashing those punches, Chris, is because that's what speed does. It makes you think twice. It intimidates you.
RESPECT. You got respect for that level.
And that was a low blow from Oscar. Listen with keen interest right now. Pay-per-view is on sale now in the U.S. and Canada.
I need you to throw more punches, but you gotta get closer. You gotta put pressure, you gotta put, and you gotta dig down to the body and go upstairs. That's what you gotta do. You gotta throw punches close to the distance.
That was a very excitable corner there, Sergio. Usually you like your trainers to be calm and let you catch your breath, but they're more excited than Duarte is.
They're excited because, look, they're urging him that he's falling behind. I think, Ryan Garcia's looking really sharp right now. And Duarte needs to do something, and he needs to unleash and let those hands go.
Let's check in with Chris Mannix's scorecard through 4 rounds.
Yeah, I've got it 4 rounds to none in favor of Ryan Garcia. Look, Duarte's corner is spelling it out for him. You've got to put more pressure, and you've got to let your hands go. He's been following Ryan Garcia around a lot, but he has not let his hands go. 40-36 in favor of Ryan Garcia.
Now he's letting his hands go. Slipped an uppercut through the guard.
And just hitting anything, hitting the gloves, the chest, the elbows, those aren't clean shots, but you can bet Ryan Garcia's feeling them and keeping those counter punches at bay.
Look at those power punches through rounds 4. Pretty similar.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I hope Ryan is stable what he's been doing. You gotta beat Duarte mentally, not physically. Beat him mentally. Pull it out of him, make him feel defeated, and then you can defeat him.
Not only that, but look, we expected, at least I expected Duarte to make this a fight in the second half of the fight. Right now, it's Ryan Garcia
was something an amateur would do their first time in a boxing arena trying to escape punches.
Man, listen, it looks like a lot of fighters that try to adopt that shoulder roll, that Mayweather shoulder roll, and they've never been taught it. Yeah, that's something you gotta be taught by Mayweather. If you ain't taught it by him, don't even try it.
Not only that, but you have to have the right body structure. You know, Mayweather had a small head and wide shoulders. He hit behind the biceps.
Well, those are things fighters aren't told. They think that they can do it. Right and wrong,